Okay, Faye, can you describe what a typical day in the life of an FM is like?
I can tell you that there is typically no typical day for an FM. However, for instance, today, um, usually it's HVAC issues, and usually it's first thing in the morning as occupants start arriving to the building. It's either too hot or too cold. So this morning in particular, it was too cold. So a work order was submitted by the occupants, and the work order is dispatched to the landlord. However, I did an audit because this particular office, I remember, had constant issues this month. So I did an audit through our system, and I found that there was a recurring issue in this particular office. So I ended up escalating with the landlord directly and said, we may need to actually monitor this particular office. And so this morning, they said, good idea. For the rest of the week, they're going to monitor during the day, check the temperatures. And in another instance where I did similar experience, the landlord found that there was a solenoid valve in the perimeter rad that was actually defective. So when you kind of see something that's recurring, you go out there and you explore it. And because at the end of the day, the occupant has to be comfortable enough to do their business. And the last thing you want to do is aggravate their ability to work in an uncomfortable environment. So as an FM, it's wanting to make sure that your buildings are being managed and looked after in a timely manner and resolved quickly.
Well, this morning I met with one of my FMs and we talked through an issue with regards to the asbestos abatement that's going to happen in one of his buildings. It's operated as a homeless shelter, so there's some additional complications there in regards to communications and operations. So we kind of strategized on that. Later today, I'm meeting with my team because we have a IO security audit. So we're going to go through all the audit points and make sure that we're prepped and ready for that. I work with my team on the operational issues within the buildings when we get memos and information from the landlords, or we have to communicate back to the landlords. So we work on that a lot. And of course, fielding questions. Today I even received a COVID question, so we're always referring back to documents and finding the correct information for my team to communicate out to our tenants.
There's no such thing as a typical day. You get up and you say, I'm going to be doing certain things because that was planned the day before. The first thing you do is check your emails, and that tells you your day is completely changed. You're going to different sites, meeting different people, and dealing with different things. But there's always forever emails and meetings and solving problems.
So a typical day is we usually start early in the morning. I'm a morning person, so I'll stop in at the techs and talk to the lead tech at 300 Water Street. We have a brief conversation of what's going on and what needs to be done, and then we will come up to the office. Usually my cohorts or people I work with, Jackie Spooner and Rebecca are here. We discuss what's going on, have a coffee. It's kind of light, maybe discuss some things that happened at home. And then we get into our emails and deal with that. And the day goes along, meetings, and we make it enjoyable as we can, but sometimes it can be highly stressful, and everybody's got to come together, which this team is amazing. So yeah, I'm very happy with the way we work.